was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to
blacked out by anger.
Chris.
Blacked out from his girl taking pipe. Hey, yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I bet. Let's get into it. So boom, we back here, and we got our boy Will Smith here, finally issuing an apology to Chris Rock.
Let's see what he has to say. Take some time out to actually process what's been going on. And
it took too long.
It can take as long as somebody needs, as long as they get to where they need to.
Let me tell you something. Hell no. We'd have showed up at his house the same day. What do you mean? It wouldn't have been no... Okay, alright. It wouldn't have been no time for no apology. What you talking about, boy? It would have been at boy crib like...
You would be cool
do it
down.
again.
You'd be cooled down by then, at least, to actually process and listen to what he's saying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, otherwise you would want to fight him.
There's no...
GP.
There's not enough time in the world, in life, to cool down from getting slapped in the mouth on national television in front of millions of people.
Men
and not
get
doing
slapped
anything about
regularly
it.
on
No, they don't.
They get into fights.
That's a fight. Punch me. Don't slap me. You don't slap a man.
Yeah,
Charlie Murphy done said that, right? Yeah, back in them days when you slap a man, he's like pa pa pa. But then I challenge you to a duel.
First of all, you don't slap a man. I mean, even when slapping was fashionable, and you know they did it in Paris, the guy would come up, I challenge you to a duel. They would have a gunfight after that. Somebody had to go.
They have a gunfight after that, right? He said somebody had to go. You can't slap another man. I would rather a man punch me in my face and then we fight, and then maybe later we could discuss it as adults, and then maybe we could move past it.
So, given.
If you slap me or spit on me, that's like the same as spitting on me. Don't do that.
That's what I want to know. What would be worse? Obviously,
spitting is still worse.
Giving is for everybody. Spitting on someone
spitting
is for anybody.
Spitting is still worse. But slapping a man, why you slap me? What is that? It's like you feel like you so gangster that you don't even need to punch me? What is that? Like, that's the extra level of disrespect. You slap a child. No.
Oh my God.
And on national TV?
Yeah.
In front of his mom and family and everybody? Now he gotta talk about how he slapped you and you didn't do nothing? Even though it's valid for him not to have done nothing based on where they were. Literally. Most black people would say, "Nah, I'm stealing off on him. Like, he slapped me. We gonna fight on the stage. It's a fight now, because you can't just walk up and attack me. Like, what is that? Supposed to just stand there and let it happen? That sounds crazy. But like, Chris Rock, even though he probably made money from this, he definitely lost some respect, definitely from some people. You know, some quick trigger motherfuckers who were just like, why you didn't punch him as soon as he slapped you? Like, you was right there still. Why you didn't tackle him down? Like, what do you mean? You just let him walk away? That's crazy. Right? Some people couldn't fathom being slapped in the mouth by somebody and then letting it go. Now some people saying Chris Rock a bitch, even though he might not be. It's just like, that's how it made him look to some people.
Right.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Good one.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to
blacked out by anger.
Chris.
Blacked out from his girl taking pipe.
Is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out.
Yeah, he ain't want to fuck with you. He's
so
violated.
I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in.
And I think that one of the things, that's what I was saying about slapping, right? Is like, if you punched him and then it wouldn't have the same level of reputational disrespect to Chris Rock if you punched him. or if you just attack them regularly, right? Then I think if you open hand slap a man, stare him down, and then walk away, like on national television, and then he just standing there looking confused, and it's just like, that don't look good, right? That's embarrassing for the family. So it's just like, especially if, from what I hear, that Tony Rock, Chris Brothers, some kind of street nigga, or some kind of hard nigga, or something like that, and it's just like, that's embarrassing to have your people get slapped up on TV and they don't do nothing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Tony Rock probably like, I wish I was there. I'd have speared that man from the second row. Like, what? So I feel like, and that's again, like in the black community especially, like that slapping shit is a no go. You slapping and spitting, people kill you for that stuff.
And in all honesty, that joke, whether or not, if you want to take it as, you know, something that was foul, it wasn't cause for him to put his hands on him.
Never, no.
At all.
I mean, I could think of a bunch of things he could have said that would deserve him getting beat up on the stage, but like that wasn't it. That's why it was the most crazy shit, because it's like not only did you OD, but you OD'd for no reason at all. None.
A minor situation.
Minor. If your wife mad that you laughed, well, deal with that later.
Right.
Don't run up there and drop kick the man. Like, what?
And if you didn't like the joke, talk about it afterwards.
Right.
Apologize to Chris's mother.
Talk to him backstage.
Right.
To Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship. You know, Tony Rock was my man. This is probably irreparable.
See, he know that. Mm-hmm. He know what type of. He's like, you done slapped my brother on national television. Mm-hmm. We can't be cool now ever. Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell? I don't know who older, Chris Rock or Tony Rock. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We'll figure that out right now. Damn, so that's his little brother. He like 10 years younger than him, 9 years younger than him.
And he looks up to him.
Right. He's like, you done slapped my big brother on TV, son. See, I wouldn't be cool with it neither. What's wrong with him?
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexity.
Listen, I don't know about everyone else, but like, this shit a little much for me.
For what?
This apology is a little much for me. Like, I get that, you know, he went to therapy and whatever, and so that's probably where a lot of this is coming from. Mm-hmm. But it's like, they whole family do just talk too much in general. Like,
his family?
Yeah, like Jada, fucking the 2 kids, they just talk too much. Like when they be saying stuff, they be going on these long, like, philosophical rants where I stop understanding what you're saying, like 60% of the way through. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, relax, Nostradamus. Like,
well, in this type of entertainment business, you're gonna be looked up to, whether or not they want to be like you or anything like that, but they look up to you very highly. So it's just he offended not only the person
he offended his own fans.
His fans, so he has to like address it all, otherwise he's not gonna be able to get back on his feet in the way that he was before, if he can.
I mean, that's fair.
If he can.
And I guess this is one of those times where he kind of has to explain himself. So it's just like, so maybe I should just flip that back on Jada. There's times where she's explaining herself where she don't got to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell us all that. We get the gist of it, but you want to tell us the nitty gritty and make everybody look ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, nah. I get
certain things you need to keep to yourself. Right. Privacy.
Like, I get the point, you know, of the apology, obviously, but I mean, how much explaining we need to do?
I mean, some people are still gonna think that this is not enough.
Not enough? What, he's supposed to
grovel on his
grovel? He's supposed to give an hour speech? Like, what the fuck? What else he could do? Say sorry, that's it.
You can't appease everybody.
You can't unslap him.
I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave.
I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but if you look at his fucking hat, I'm looking at the W on his hat. I mean, I guess I'd probably stand for Will, but or maybe that's his little trademark or whatever. Mm-hmm. That shit look like Wario from Mario. Like, he got the Wario hat on.
I thought he, when I saw the beginning of this, I was like, I thought he was still trying to audition for King Richard. No. I was like, why are you still in?
King Richard done, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And he won the thing already. It's over. But yo, he looked like Wario, and to be honest, the way Will been acting, he been acting like the regular Will that we always knew from all the movies and Fresh Prince and all that shit. That's Mario. The one with Jada at the red table talk, his girl getting piped down by August Alsina, slapping niggas on TV for no reason. That's Wario. It's like he like a reverse version of himself. It's like a clone from another dimension.
In that moment, there's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something?
Are we doing all this?
No. It's like,
One thing somebody said once was that Will is so wrapped up in pleasing Jada that he has lost himself. That pleasing her is the only thing that matters to him. And I think that he himself may have said that when they were talking about that birthday thing where he did all that shit for her birthday and she didn't give a fuck. I told him it was self-centered or whatever. Like, that's the only thing that he cares about. So it's like, she doesn't have to say anything to you, bro. How long have y'all been married?
That's true.
She doesn't have to say anything. If you know someone long enough, if they make a certain face at you, you know what they're thinking. So it's just like, she turned to him and made a face, 100%, and he knew what that face means.
And he felt the need to defend her.
Right.
Because of that.
Right. Because you felt that it was disrespectful, and you knew what that face meant, so you went to go do something. She didn't have to tell you anything.
No, he didn't feel it was disrespectful because he was chuckling.
Well, no, he felt that she felt it was disrespectful.
Right.
By seeing her face. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history.
Experiences. The cheating?
Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe.
What? How does Jada have nothing to do with it? He wasn't talking about you. How did Jada... No, Jada definitely had something to do with it.
He obviously is making it work with Jada. He's still with her.
He's still shooting her bail up to right now.
Yeah.
Getting railed out by other niggas. He's shooting her bail as of right now. Good. Crazy.
I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate...
Told you. He needs to please first and foremost Jada, and
secondly other people.
I've heard this in that he made a biography about his life. Yes, he talked about when his mother was abused, he didn't defend her, and he felt like he wasn't sufficient enough to be there to defend her enough. So that's where that trauma comes from. So he's always trying to have people accepting of him. So that's his childhood trauma.
Nigga, the crazy part is that people already accepted him. He didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. But the one girl he's with.
Yeah, but she want Tupac.
Yeah.
But like, the whole world been accepted Will. Ever since we've seen Fresh Prince, everybody has accepted
Everybody
Will.
loved Will. He's
been a media darling since forever. But yet, so that's like personal demons that he's fighting. You know what I'm saying? Where he feels like he's not being accepted because everyone did accept him. And still do. People trying to get over this dumb shit, right? But it's just like, I don't know.
When I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's
expectations,
image, and impression of me.
But you're also famous. You can't live up to every expectation.
Right.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself. Right? I'm human.
You are.
And
absolutely. And this is your first fuck up.
It's not.
A
But
mistake.
the therapist said it here for sure.
I mean, other
I'm
slap
trying
was
not to think of
valid,
myself
I think.
as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
I mean, all right. I mean, all you could do is say that you're sorry, right? There's
That's
nothing
it.
else you can do.
I think this was a good apology. It's just going to take people, regardless of how good the apology is, it's going to take people some time
to accept it.
Yeah, because it's a disappointing thing. So it's just like disappointing people. It's going to take some time.
And you already know when right after that happened, Tony Rock was instantly on Twitter talking about, boy, he was
heated.
They was gonna put hands on Will, boy.
He was heated.
I was surprised Will ain't see. Chris probably had to call him off low key. I'm sure probably he didn't see somebody later. Somebody show up by Will like, so what's wrong with you? Like, why are you slapping people? What? Hey man, but what I can say though is that it does seem like it's a genuine apology, and even though, like what I said earlier in the video, that I feel like the whole family do a little bit too much talking and do a little bit too much public therapy sessions. But at the same time, I understand, you know, what the purpose of it is and what the point is, and I'm sure the therapist sent him here because an apology or whatever, public apology or something is part of that shit.
And when you're in this type of business, you're in the limelight. Even your privacy is in the limelight, no matter what. You can try to hide it, but it's eventually gonna get out. Somebody's gonna ruin it. So this comes with the territory.
Let me tell you something. I still blame Jada for this because the second we heard about August Alsina, everything went down the hill from there.
Absolutely.
Everything went downhill from there. And what I think went downhill mostly is this man's psychological cohesion.
But she even admitted on the Red Table Talk she didn't want to marry the man. Her mother wanted her to marry him because she got pregnant.
Right.
She never wanted to marry him. So it's just like an arranged marriage that she didn't want. So she can't respect him. How can she if she didn't even want him? And
she be letting him know every day that it's an arranged marriage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If I have to hear about Tupac one more time, I'll burn the house down.
I feel bad. I really do feel bad for him. I do hope that he lands back on his feet. Somewhere. He's a really good person. Like you said, he's human. And mistakes happen. As long as he can take accountability for it and do better moving forward.
I'm trying to see the Will Smith, Chris Rock celebrity boxing match. Yeah. Chris and Tony Rock 2-on-1 versus Will Smith. Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll holla at you.